Alright, welcome back to Ico. We've woken up. Okay, so the gate has closed. We met the master of the castle, happens to be Yorda's mother. The queen. So we gotta find a new way out. Okay. Not a lot happening now. So I don't mean to be negative about this, but for the time being, I'm not going to allow comments on my future videos. Mainly because the vast majority of comments I've been getting for almost a year has been asking if I will be playing Danganronpa Route 3, I think it's called. I'm not sure how you say that aloud, but at one point I've said in the past I would. That's changed because it's gotten to the point where I just cannot stand it anymore. So I will not be playing Danganronpa any further on the channel. Because I just cannot stand, one, it's all anyone wants to watch on the channel. I only played it basically on a whim because I was looking forward to another episode, which I thought another episode would be better for, you know, let's playing and stuff like that. And it would have been something, it would have been the first time I played that episode. And I just did 1 and 2 just to kind of get any viewers caught up because I didn't think it was a very well-known series. But since then, I guess they've made it much more accessible. Because the playthroughs didn't really start catching on until the game came on Steam, which I really think opened up a lot of new people to the series. And it was okay for a while. But part of the reason why I don't want to do it is not only just because that's all anyone wants to ask me about, is because the comments I received for Danganronpa 2 were extremely negative comments. There were many people telling me to stop talking. There were also some, you know, you got fans squabbling in the comments as well, which I really didn't care for. And then you got negative comments towards certain characters in the game. It was just a lot of negative comments. And some of them were directed at me, with people telling me to stop talking. I'm not going to tolerate that. And part of why I don't want to play is because I don't want to put up with that. And if you upload a video and you don't allow people to comment on it, they get mad. And even though all you're doing is you're just trying to look out for yourself, you just want to post something. You don't care so much if people watch it or not. You just want to have fun. And that's what this was for. This was for me to feel better with my depression. And while I'm in a much better place than I was when I first started doing this, or when I first started getting back into it, because it wasn't initially that, but I started getting back into Let's Plays to get over depression. Those sort of negative comments do not help. It doesn't help me feel better. And people only wanting to see more of Danganronpa on the channel doesn't make me feel better, because I don't want this channel to be just Danganronpa. I'm going to be changing my icon to the Barbie doll that I modified to kind of resemble myself in real life. Just to kind of clarify, this is my channel. This is not a Danganronpa channel. I don't want to talk about that over Ico, which I love a lot. But I have to make it clear. There's not going to be any more Danganronpa on the channel. I may change my mind on that. But I don't plan on doing it when the game comes out anymore. Let's just listen to the beautiful music for a moment. Because even with playing games similar to like Zero Escape, I thought that would get at least a few more views than usual. And it really didn't. And those are very similar games. They're both Spike Chunsoft games. I don't know. Yeah, someone decided to ask that on the Shadow of the Colossus video, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm just done with it. Because it was a question, part of it was like, it was a question I had answered so many times, and yet people would only just click a video, type in their comment, and I'm sure they didn't even finish the video. They didn't even, or they paused it just to not hear me talk, so. How about that? Little winged spiders. God. If you want to talk about stuff that is not Danganronpa related, you're welcome to send me an ask on my Tumblr and Twitter. They are in the description of every video. Because I would like to talk about games. It has to be no Danganronpa. That's the one stipulation for the time being. Because someone decided to kind of make a joke that I'm really not in the mood for jokes. I'm just in no mood for it. I don't think you understand just how exhausted I am about it, the whole thing, and how frustrated I am. It's upsetting when something becomes that you did for fun becomes a source of frustration for you. This is a very, I don't know if you could say it's a relaxing game because it's very puzzle based, but it's very visually pleasing. Whatever music's there is great and soothing. Come on, I didn't mean to do that. It's very soothing, and just the scenery is beautiful. Damn it. Alright, and I think we have to get Yorda to stand on that one. Okay, Yorda. Good girl. We'll be back for ya. Oh no. Okay, good. There's a ladder. I knew they wouldn't screw you over. Alright. Okay, she wandered off a bit. Sometimes she gets bored. Where'd she go? There she is. Stop looking at the monster and get her. Up, 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 up. Some of you may know this. There actually is an Ico novel out there, and it's much more told from the perspective of Yorda, and it kind of changes the story a bit. But there's a website, glitterberry.com, where she's basically like translated a whole bunch of like the art book of the Shadow of the Colossus. That's where the developer nicknames come from. She translated that. And she also uncovered some audio, well, basically unused dialogue cards for this game that really showed more of a rebellious, more of a defiant Yorda towards the queen. So there was a lot of character development for Yorda that was planned, but we never do get to see because it was taken out of the game. I can't remember how to solve all this. There's like, oh, hold on. While I'm talking, I'm kind of distracting myself. Okay, let's see here. Trying to get to that chain. I don't remember everything. Ah. Okay. She never stays there. You want her to, but she never does. Fall. Ugh. Okay, wait. Sorry, the controls are a little clunky. Beautiful game, very minimalist design, and even though it's a very minimalist story, it's still very well executed and beautiful. Crappy gameplay though. Well, clunky. But this was very early PlayStation 2. Crap. I'm just making everything worse by talking and playing at the same time. I think that was part of the problem with The Last Guardian. It kind of got some negative reviews because of the gameplay. And the gameplay, while it's very true to a Team Ico game, it's been 2 console generations since the last game. The players most players don't have that sort of patience anymore. Okay, I'm trying so hard to get up here. And I'm having a very difficult time of it. Because he can't swing across. He can't jump that far. Yorda will not let me up on her shoulders. Okay, there we go. Oh. So you have to hold the circle button down. Just relearning everything. Okay, come on. If we do this right, we can eliminate them all really quickly. Good, 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 good. We can do it. Fortunately, they know how to swim. So some of the the minimalist design aspects of the game. One of the things about the character design, the horns specifically, was that this game originally Ico was in development for the original PlayStation, and the horns. You can kind of look at a tech demo of it. The horns were something that Yorda's character originally had. Ico didn't. And they were given mainly so you can tell the characters apart because they looked so small otherwise and were very hard to discern the difference between the two. And I guess as the development went along, they changed the story to where the horns had a bit more of a significance. And the horns... some of the significance of the horn is that it is a way of communicating a sort of divinity of the characters. I believe with Ishtar in ancient Sumerian is that she often was depicted with horns, and it was to show that she was a divine being. And that sort of wraps up, with the context of being descended from Wander after he was purified of Dorming's essence. Oh shit, I'm dead. I haven't saved in a while. I hear you. Alright, made it. So, my cat's meowing in the background. It's okay though. So I guess that I was talking about the horns symbolism of the of divinity. And so I guess in this world they show, because nowadays they sort of mean demonic, but that wasn't always the case. Horns were just divine. Something not human, but beyond that. Yorda. So in this world, I guess it falls more into the demonic belief, as Ico would be descended from one who has been cursed. Come on. I need you to save so I don't have to do this again. Yeah, I could see this, like, really, with some modern gamers, kind of testing the patience. Because, I mean, you have to lift Yorda and wait for her. I do know that when you do finish the game for the first time, you can actually have the option of a player 2 taking control of Yorda, which sounds wonderful. Something that was not in the US version of the original. It's not only that, but you can also her subtitles, the runic alphabet, is translated, so you understand what she's saying in the second playthrough. And it's based off the English alphabet, and you can actually find a key to it. Let's go. And then when you do hold her, like, it's this very, the vibrator and the dual shock, it's just very subtle. So you can feel her heartbeat as you hold hands. It's very cute, very sweet. It's just all these little minute touches to the game that make it so special. Let me see which one they take her to. Okay, they're going to what is the nearest. Let go! Let go! Up, 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 up. I see you over there. the ones here have disappeared, so I think she's safe on this side. Okay, gotta get that open. Stay there. There's a feather. Can you not climb the plant? You climb everything else, but that. Idiot. Well. Oh, now you climb it. Okay, well, that's just great. I was jumped when I pressed the button. I really should be doing other things, like focusing on finishing, getting my qualifications for substitute teaching. But I'm gonna play some games first. I know how. I know how. Okay, I figured it out. I'm gonna have to edit. Okay. Just check, make sure there isn't anything down here we need to worry ourselves with. Maybe these. No, they're not here. Okay, we're good. Come on, Yorda. Let's take the lift, as they say in England. Do not fall off. My sister will be going to going. I say I'm gonna say the UK, but she's going to be teaching in England. This later, very soon. She'll probably be leaving in August. So everyone, both she and I are like trying to get away in our own little way. Wait a second. Sorry, I have to think. That doesn't seem right, though. I'm trying to think of those boxes we sold, those crates. Because we clearly need something like that. It'll come to me. Okay, I remember now. Okay, phew, I didn't die. That was my concern. Some of my keys are sticking. This is kind of an old PlayStation 3 controller. Why do controllers have to be so expensive? They cost about as much as a game. About $50, I think. It's why no one throws their controllers in rage. We say we do, but the truth is we really don't. We can't afford to do that. Oh my god. Of course, the narrative does seem rather odd. If Yorda is the queen's daughter, what exactly is she sending the dead out for her? Or at least I assume they're the dead. Who knows? Hold on, I was about to say it. Fumito Ueda, he has mentioned that the spirits that chase after Yorda, the black shadows that chase after Yorda and Ico, are related to the silhouettes that appear around Wander after every time he defeats a Colossus. So, I believe those are stated to be the spirits of the dead by Emon. So that's why I call them the dead. But they're obviously not human. So it's very hard to say. No. Ico. No, Yorda! Oh, okay. No! Yorda! What is wrong with you, honey? Oh my God. Please. Oh. Please sit down. How long have we been playing? 40 minutes? I have to keep an eye. Because unlike Shadow of the Colossus, there isn't really a good time to kind of take a break with this game. I've been separating videos, so it's kind of like, let's see how far we can get. Because I kind of want to get to the mechanic for the first gate, but I don't think I'll be able to do that in this video. Gotta get her over here. I'm not sure. Yeah, we did lower that out though. Can you move, Ico? They're waiting for you to fall. I need you to stay there. Unfortunately, none of those can fly. See, I mean, we're going to be heading over there. That's what I was talking about. Like, I thought, like, maybe, because there aren't loading screens. There technically are, I guess, because of the black screens. But, like, everything is so mapped out perfectly. You're going to be heading, you can see where you're going to be going to before you even get there. I'm nervous. I probably shouldn't be, but I am. One more. I know, like, thinking that, oh, maybe these aren't, just how well connected everything is. Doesn't seem like much, but this is, like, so early. In the PlayStation era. I remember what to do with these, because we need to get up there, I think. Or maybe there's nothing. Maybe I'm overthinking. Oh my goodness, I figured it out. Oh, it's so easy. Okay, I was overthinking it. Move, little dove. Move it this way a bit. Come on. There we go. He's got quite some arm strength. And she's not on the thing like I wanted her to be. No fear, we'll get her there. Oops. Okay, that's not gonna work. Alright, let's see if we can get her. There we go. I would gladly jump down, but I think that might kill him. Here we go. Maybe we will be able to get the first gate done. Sometimes I forget how short this game is, because it feels like it's longer than it actually is sometimes. We're about to get a better weapon than a stick. Not a great weapon, but better. Oh no! I'll have to recharge it. I'm sure we'll be fine for a while. And once again, she went storming in without us. That's up. So we'll do this. Come on. Let's let her figure that out. Just re-explore this area. Ugh. Of course. So some of them, thinking about it, a lot of them are unable to grab her. I guess they just serve more as nuisances, but still a little odd. Okay, we need the sword to cut that. I have to remember how to do all of this. I need to open the doors. It's just so dark there, I didn't see it. Let me go grab her. Some of the animation, it looks like he's really jerking her around, because a part of it's because she always looks like she's stumbling. I think we need her up here. There we go. Come on, let's go. Up these little steps. I believe we don't have to... Maybe we do. I'm not sure. There's some you have to and some you don't. No, it's already doing what it needs to. Alright, there is a save couch out here though, so let's just use that real quick. Come on. East reflector. That's what it's called. Alright, done here. Let's go. Come on, Yorda. Okay. Oops. We may not need her out here, but I'm not gonna risk leaving her behind. Onpa? Onpa? It's okay. I rushed myself, I think. Okay. I'll have her stay there real quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I went... I was thinking faster than I needed to. This game didn't sell very well when it first came out, but it gained a cult following. But it got more notice after Shadow of the Colossus. It was critically well received. I remember first knowing about this in a Game Informer article. Sorry. Bless me. Flame went out, but that's okay. Because we got that flame in. And there's the sword we need. Not the greatest sword, but it will do. And I want to say in the US version that besides the sword at the very, very beginning that the guards used, that was the best weapon you could get, I think. Well, I don't know how that worked. Aha, this trap has been waiting to spring. When you picked up the sword that was just on the ground, not above any sort of pressure plate or anything like that. We fell for it. He just like yanks her. Okay. You have to time this, and this is very important. I'm gonna save because this gave me such a hard time when I first played this game. Those catches like serve no purpose to this story, but that's okay. Like they don't make sense. I guess they just wanted something for the player to save their game and decided to incorporate something rather cute. Oh, thank you for finally giving me that trophy. Wrong one. Right, and we have to be extremely quick. There we go. Whoops. Don't fall. Commanded. Oh, shit. I fell to my death. Alright. Okay, so trying this again. I think we need to have Yorda to go across the bridge. Because there's like some pillars that appear. If I remember correctly. So let's see here. Aha, we turn off the water. Oh, this could have been avoided. Landed on the tailbone there. Man, I remember one time when I was in college, I was parking my bike. It was just back in Japan when I was in college. I was parking my bike in the little bike area, and I got my foot caught on something, and I fell. I landed right on my tailbone. And it was so painful. Because every movement you do travels all the way down there. So walking was a pain. Putting on clothes was a pain. I was on the very top floor of the dorm. It's 3 stories, but still climbing those stairs is a pain. It was not fun. And my dorm had there was no elevator, so. Unlike the boys' dorm, which had an elevator. Although our rooms were bigger. But I would say they still had it nicer, though. And they're also close to the stuff. The girls' dorm was really close to the school, which is nice, but the boys' dorm was close to restaurants and grocery stores and the station. The stick. There you are. Ancient solar power technology. Alright, we got the east gate. Let's go. You can take the ladder down, that's fine. Shocker. As you can see, the sword is much stronger. Sometimes I might talk a bit about the story. One of the things I found interesting was that I remember someone saying that he one day just grew horns from his head, as opposed to being born with them. I've just heard people say that. It kind of makes sense. At the same time, I'm not too sure. So, I don't think that was their intention, I think. But then, if you had a child with horns born, I would think they would probably try to get rid of that child when he was an infant. That wasn't unusual at all. I wasn't even gone that long, my goodness. Leave them. I think we're on the other side now. Yeah. Maybe now I can cut that other bridge. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let me check. There's one where there's no glass, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, no, I am wrong. Fear me. All right. We've opened one of the gates. Now I have to remember where to go from here. Okay, I think we're just going to save, and we'll end it there for now. We have gotten one side open. Just need to get the other. Thank you very much for watching.